I regret to inform you, so I'm canceling my ChatGPT subscription. Not because I hate AI, well, I kind of do sometimes, but because while ChatGPT is going through all the drama, Claude has been slowly cooking some really good features. I realized that for the past 2 months, I've been basically using Claude a lot more than ChatGPT, and with the recent feature release, Claude is heading out of the park. So let me show you one of my favorite game-changing examples of what Claude can do, but ChatGPT cannot right now.
Losers.
And this dogfight between all different tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude is only getting started. So hopefully we consumers are gonna get a lot of good stuff. So Claude is basically like ChatGPT, but with a different company. It's like, Microsoft versus Apple versus Google kind of thing. And Claude is free to try. I have not even upgraded my account. Basically all the features are also on the free plan. Here's some of my favorite examples. So here I just uploaded the transcript of Microsoft's quarterly earning reports. And I'm just gonna type, I'm uploading quarterly earning reports transcript for Microsoft. Can you please turn this into an interactive dashboard so I can present it to my stakeholders? Thank you. I'm just gonna write this prompt on the right side. First, Claude's gonna write the code that it needs to do. And now I turned the transcript into this interactive dashboard. So we have 4 different tabs on the top. So like overview, financial, segment, key highlights. And this is all clickable. I can click into each one of those tabs. For example, if we go to financials, it has all the data that was in the transcript turned into this chart, which is interactive. So I can hover over, it'll tell me all the numbers and all that stuff. Similarly, you can go to segments with more data, and then key highlights, which summarizes the key takeaways from this report. If you have a corporate job, you want to generate a quick dashboard, quick report for your stakeholders, for your team, or if you're a student, you want to add quick data to your report, this really changes the game. Like all of this is done in 30 seconds with a simple prompt. Previously, if you had to do this for your application, for any business need or personal need, you would have to actually go in and code all this yourself, or even use ChatGPT to generate the code and to take the code and deploy the code. But here it's all done just within the interface. Okay, moving on to the next example. I found a blog post, which is like a guide for all the image prompting, right? So this is a long blog post. I don't want to read it all the time. I want to kind of make it an interactive sort of guide so I can actually make it more useful. So what I'm going to do here is copy all the contents here and then paste it. So I'm going to ask Claude here, can you turn this prompting guide for images into an interactive guide for easy studying? And make sure the guide is visually good and is interactive. Again, I'm just experimenting with simple prompts here. I think if I improve my prompts even more, the results are going to be even better. So here, all that entire blog post is now turned into this interactive guide for my journey. So it's got 8 different steps, and for each step, we basically kind of get a quick outline of each one of those main topics from the guide. But let's try this one more time. Let's see if we change the prompt, if it makes a difference. So I'm going to add to the prompt that the goal is to have a quick access to the guide. So if I want to create an image, I can quickly refer to the guide. So now the outlook of what my guide look like has changed. So before we had just different sections, you can scroll to the next. But now here we're getting a tab with the guides where you can just click and it's going to expand, and we have a tab for examples. So if we start massaging with the prompt more, I think we can make it even more visually appealing and more user-friendly. This is just a starting point. Right now the code of it's all not that complex, so we can just have a quick HTML, so just some blocks with a bit of colors but not that much interactivity. But I'm assuming as this technology is improving for Claude, we can generate some really cool examples and really cool applications like these guys and all that stuff. So my next example is going to blow your mind. We're actually going to create a simple app right within Claude. So here's my prompt. So I'm just going to say, can you create a simple calorie calculator for me? I will input my current weight in pounds and my target weight. If I input my daily calorie intake, the calculator will calculate how many days will it take for me to get to the target weight. Use all the science you know to sort of do your calculation. Again, I'm using a simple example here for demonstration, but just to kind of show the things that Claude can do here right now for us. So as soon as I hit enter here, it's going to run through the code. And here we have our simple calculator. So think of all those businesses who do this calculators and stuff on the website for a lead magnet and all this stuff. Instead of you paying for a third-party tool or you paying for some developer to build this widget on your website or something else, these simple tools are now being built directly within Claude. You're really curious to see where this technology is going to go in the months and years to come. But here I can just type in my current weight. So you can see it's all interactive, and all we did was just write that one simple prompt. We have a target weight and we just do the calorie intake. So let's say we do 1800. Here we're getting 40 days to reach the target weight. I'm not a nutritionist here, so someone please leave in the comment to see if it's actually doing the right job or not, or do the prompt needs to be changed, or this AI is just not smart enough to figure out how the calorie calculator works. I do understand that this is a very simple calculator example, but I just kind of wanted to demonstrate what Claude is capable of in terms of interactivity we're getting within the interface, where we were able to input the data and we were able to hit buttons all done just through a simple prompt here. Okay, so next one is going to be for anybody who loves learning, you're a student, you're a lifelong learner, anybody who loves learning and is visual is gonna love this next example. Remember the prompting notes we just turned into a guide? I'm just gonna reprompt the same chat. I'm gonna say, can you turn this into flashcards? So as soon as I do that, that's gonna rewrite the code and turn my knowledge base into a flashcard. So here here I can like flip a card for the answer to the question. All the different cards are different colors, and I can move on to the next one. And if I change the prompt, I get to see different types of flashcards as well. So this is where like, we just sort of click on the flashcard and it's gonna flip instead of having a flip button at the bottom. So again, as we work with the prompts, we can start generating different sort of like interactive applications right within Claude. Another example, which I haven't shown here, is basically I can turn like a PDF into a quiz. If I'm trying to study for a topic, I just upload my PDF and I just say like, hey, can you turn this into like a quiz so I can practice? And it's gonna automatically turn into a multiple choice quiz as well. This is not a sponsored post by any means. I'm just a fan of Claude right now. It might change if they screw things up. But in terms of getting new ideas, in terms of a lot of writing work, I do like using Claude quite a lot. And in terms of building all these interactive dashboards, in terms of interactive quizzes, charts, small little applications, Claude is being able to do all that right within an interface, which, in ChatGPT, you kind of have to just copy the code somewhere else. I'm sure all these other tools are also going to catch up and start implementing all those right within an interface. But right now, Claude seems to be the one who's leading the race. So I hope you feel inspired with this video. I hope, you learned something new today. If you want to keep learning new tech skills, you can also subscribe to my newsletter where I like sort of weekly summarize the best learnings from the week. And just subscribe to the channel, like the video if this was useful, and I'll see you in the next videos.